Hello, my name is Ray Perry, and this is my informative speech. Today I will be explaining the difference between domestic violence and a healthy relationship. First, let's start with domestic violence. So, what is it? Domestic violence, also called intimate partner violence or IPV, domestic abuse or relationship abuse, is a pattern of behaviors used by one partner to maintain power and control over another partner in an intimate relationship. Let's take a look at some of the warning signs. Your partner may show extreme jealousy of your friends and time spent away. They may control who you see, where you go, or what you do. They may pressure you into having sex when you do not want to, or do things sexually that you are not comfortable with. And they may look at you or act in a way that scares you. There are many more warning signs than the ones we just talked about. So if you feel that you are experiencing domestic violence and do not see a warning sign pertaining to your situation, please reach out to find more. Now let's look at a healthy relationship. What is it? A healthy relationship allows both partners to feel supported and connected, but still feel independent. Communication and boundaries are the two major components of a healthy relationship. Ultimately, the two people in the relationship decide what is healthy for them and what is not. If something doesn't feel right, you should have the freedom to voice your concerns to your partner. Let's take a look at communication and boundaries and what they both look like, starting with communication. With communication, each partner will treat one another with respect. You'll be able to speak openly and you will feel heard when speaking. You will both listen to one another. You will not criticize each other. You'll feel supported by your partner in any hobbies that you may have, and you will celebrate each other's accomplishments. With boundaries, you will allow each other to spend time with friends. You will not abuse technology to check on your partner. You will have trust in each other and therefore will not require a check-in. You will not pressure each other into doing something uncomfortable, and you will not constantly accuse the other of cheating or being unfaithful. Now, you may be thinking, am I an abusive partner or in an abusive relationship because I use technology to check on my partner or because we have check-ins? The answer to that question may very well be no. If there is a mutual agreement to use a specific app, such as Life360, Snapchat Map, or Find My Phone, that is not abuse. If there is a mutual agreement to check in with one another every so often, that is also not abuse. And if you are still unsure, ask your partner how they feel about it. Now that I have explained the differences between domestic violence and a healthy relationship, let's look at a side-by-side view. On the left are characteristics of a healthy relationship, and on the right are characteristics of domestic violence. Sexual consent is an agreement to participate in a sexual activity, whereas sexual violence is when one dating partner pressures or forces the other partner into a sexual activity against their will. Individuality is when each partner acts as themselves. They do not compromise who they are for the relationship. Intimidation is when one dating partner tries to control aspects of the other's life. This could be by making their partner feel fearful or timid. Fighting fair occurs when both partners stick to the subject of the argument and avoid throwing insults at one another. If you feel that you are too heated, take a breather away from one another. This allows both you and your partner to calm down and reapproach the situation in a calm manner. Finally, hostility is when one dating partner antagonizes the other partner. This may lead the other partner to feel as though they must walk on eggshells to avoid upsetting their partner. In conclusion, domestic violence is not a good place to be. Take it from me, I was there at one point. Long story short, I am still haunted by the things that occurred. However, I am now in a loving relationship of 2 years, and my man is always willing to be and stay by my side to comfort me when needed. The following hotline is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you feel unsafe speaking to someone over the phone, you may also visit thehotline.org and text "Love Is" to 22522. There are also shelters, such as the Indiana Coalition Against Domestic Violence, to take in victims of domestic violence. Please do your best to get help. I know it may be and seem hard, but there are people out there who want to help you. Here are my sources. Thank you for taking your time to listen.